I'm tired. Here we go again. One of us had to be late. It was me. One of us had to be late. Of course, it was going to be me. I'm not always late. Today I just got behind on a lot of stuff. Behind with a capital B. Yes, I'm behind. Sue me. Okay? Fucking sue me. Shit. Okay. So we have a very interesting show today. We're talking about a lot of the hot topics that we always talk about. We always talk about hot topics. Always talk about hot topics. Then you got sprinkle in some of the commercials. I mean generic Oreos, by the way. Also, I'm back on my main account. If you're here on TikTok, we're on the main account. We've been gone for about a week. They love trying to get rid of me, honey. I said the other day, I'm the queen of suspensions. I stay suspended. It's like a badge of honor at this point. Like a badge of honor at this point. It's like a badge of honor. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What's up, Rich Homie Trina? Let's see who we got in the building. We have what's up, 6 words? Six word on the curb. I just wish you had a shorter fucking name. Rochelle Butler said, that's brave. Eating Oreos on camera. Ain't no shame in my game. So what else? The comments are off. Yes, they are. The comments are off. Comments are only available for subscribers on TikTok. That's it. It's too many. Too many comments. Also, too, I don't know how to turn that off. I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know how to turn it off. Who else we got in the building? We have Leola in the building, as always. Fancy, huh? A fancy show. It's nice and quiet. Here on YouTube, comment all you want. You can even say fuck you. So we do have a lot going on the we do have a lot a lot of news stories. Y'all send them to me. We just talk about them. What's up, June? Y'all be sending me the stories. Y'all send me the stories, so we have to talk about them. As always. I talk about them as always. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. So I'm just trying to look at all the stories. So, let's just get into it. R. Kelly got 30 years, y'all. R. Kelly got 30 years in prison for trafficking and racketeering. Give R. Kelly 30 years. They was ready to get that nigga. They was ready to get him. I'm telling you right now, the producers of Surviving R. Kelly were colluding with Cook County, honey. They were colluding with Cook County. The survivors, the surviving, which was, I believe, was Lifetime, wasn't it? Lifetime produced it. I remember I watched on Lifetime. The producers of Surviving R. Kelly colluded with Cook County because they was ready to hem that nigga up. Rich Homie Trina said, I love this journey for R. Kelly. I love this journey for R. Kelly. Listen, he should have, soon as he saw people with cameras and clipboards talking to his ex-girlfriends and victims, he should have immediately got an attorney. He should have immediately got an attorney. He should have immediately got an attorney. Come on, man. Come on, man. You should have got an attorney, Robert. Because they was waiting on you. You thought you was just going fuck Aaliyah, marry her, traumatize the poor girl, and then just step to the name of love into retirement. You thought you was going to step in the name of love right into retirement? Come on, R. Kelly. Come on, man. You knew it was coming. It was only time. It was only time before they was gonna come get your ass. And that's only one litany of charges from prosecutors, you guys. He does have charges in other counties from other district attorneys. They're not done with R. Kelly. They're not done with R. Kelly. He gave us some really good bops and bumps, and he gave us some really good he gave us a lot. He gave us a lot. R. Kelly did. He gave us a lot. He did. But we're not going to just pretend that you didn't just destroy the livelihood of Aaliyah and her emotional state and the emotional states of countless other women who've come forward and who've stayed, behind closed doors. But I think 30 years is, you guys, I just want you to know this is a drop in that bucket. R. Kelly does have charges in other counties with other prosecutors. So this is only the first. It was only the first. So, they gonna get him good. Daydreamer says, Steph, I sent you a story that needs to be heard. Okay, and I'll read it. Thank you. Thank you for sending the story. I will read it. This is from my brother, I think, or someone pretending to be him, says that what no one talks about is Sparkle facilitating her 14-year-old niece to have sex with an adult man. What charges carried there? That's a great point. Now, if y'all don't know, let me just take y'all back. Okay, I'm about to go back to the 90s real quick. Let's go back into the 90s, okay? Now, if you remember that R. Kelly docuseries called Surviving R. Kelly, Sparkle was actually on there, and she stated that the young woman, the young child, let's just be real, the young child who was in that R. Kelly quote unquote sex tape was actually her niece. And she actually introduced him to her. Now, it's one thing for you, Sparkle, the recording artist, to bring family and friends to your recording studio and be like, hey, here's this executive, here's R. Kelly, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But how does that transition over into your, there's a gap missing. How did the niece get a hold of R. Kelly on a personal level without someone facilitating that? That's the part that I'm not getting. That's the part I'm not getting. Thank you, Yulia. And hello. There's some other people in the building. Hello, Carol, baby. So that's the part I'm not quite understanding. How did it go from, hey, Robert, meet my niece, to now my niece is having a full-blown relationship with you, and now she's on tape doing X, Y, and Z? Yeah. So Sparkle, come to the fucking front for us. Come to the front, because we got questions, and you have yet to speak up. We have questions, Sparkle. Yeah, and that's a great point. Yeah. Bitch just tap dance in the background. We still haven't even got to the account of Aaliyah's parents. Let's not forget about them. Let's not forget about Aaliyah's parents. Listen, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all could listen, cancel me today. How the fuck did Aaliyah get even in the same vicinity of R. Kelly on a full-time basis? It's not making sense. And no one seems to be investigating those goddamn parents. We also have never quite realized how exactly and why exactly is R. Kelly's uncle and her parents been fighting for almost 30 years. No one talks about the fight. We know that they're fighting, but no one talks about the fight. What are they fighting over? And what are they fighting for? Yeah, come to the front, Aaliyah's parents. Cause y'all, the two and two ain't motherfucking adding up for me. It's not adding up for me. What are you fighting for? She's dead. What are you fighting for? What's there to fight for? They were already wealthy. I want you guys to have a baseline understanding. Aaliyah came from wealth. She didn't come from two niggas rubbing sticks together with a daughter with a voice of an angel. Okay, they weren't rubbing two nickels together and trying to make a wish. No, they came from wealth. Aaliyah came from wealth. So what are you fighting for? And why y'all been beefing all these years? Yeah, there's a lot of unanswered questions that surround R. Kelly, and I wish R. Kelly would just speak. Look, nigga, you in jail now. Okay, you're not gonna get an appeal. You only way you getting out is a technicality. Okay, so you're not getting an appeal. They'll all be denied. Okay, you take it to the Illinois Supreme Court. They don't care. So you might as well start spilling the beans on how you got your hands on Aaliyah and how you were able to successfully marry her. And what is the role of her parents? Because I'm sick of her parents at this motherfucking point. I'm sick of Aaliyah's parents. I'm sick of Aaliyah's parents at this point. Acting like some goddamn victims. You're not a goddamn victim. How'd your child get married to R. Kelly? That's not, I'm sorry. The only victim here is Aaliyah. I don't know. It just makes you question it. I just question everything with these people. Smash the like buttons, you guys. Please. Smash the like button. I'm just sick of these people. I'm sick of these people. These, these wealth giants who are out here basically bastardizing their children for money. That's what I'm sick of. You know what I'm not sick of? This next ad. That's what I'm not sick of. I'm not sick of paid sponsors, honey. That's what I'm not sick of. I'm not sick of these paid sponsors. Not sick of that. Also, too, side note, this is just a TikTok only. Side note, I completely forgot that I had a subscription service on here. So shout out to the 226 people listening who can't type. I'm gonna try to fix it. Let me read this commercial break. This ad is brought to you by Super Investors. Super Investors is a financial literacy game that promotes and encourages families to interact with their children about finances through fun and play. What age do you think parents should initiate financial literacy in front of their children? I always say the age of 5. I figure if their teeth are falling out and you're slipping crispy dollar bills under their pillow, you probably should tell them what the fuck it is. Kids don't know. They don't know the difference between $1 and $100. It's all old, scary white men to them. And powdered wigs. These kids don't give a damn. These kids do not give a damn. They do not. They do not. They do not. These kids do not give a damn. Okay. So teach your kids about financial literacy. The Super Investors' goal is to bring awareness to families, specifically with inner city youth, on how important it is to learn and save, invest in businesses and their inheritances, and more. If you want to know more about Super Investors, please check out their website directly at superinvestors.com. That's plural. So Super Investors with an S at the end. And have fun learning. There's also a link to Super Investors in my link tree. So go ahead and just click the link here on TikTok. It's in my bio. Here on YouTube, it's just below in the description box of this video. And thank you, and shout out to Valencia for being our paid commercial break. We love her. You're gonna get a lot of super investors this week and next week. Just want to let you know. You get lots of super investors, okay? Tons of them. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of them. Okay. But yeah, back to R. Kelly and his deceitful ways. So yeah, so R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years. Bring all these problematic parents. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't R. Kelly have two women he was living with? I cannot catch their names when all of this was going down, when the Surviving R. Kelly came out and everything, and their parents said that they had not been able to get in contact with him. I just want to make sure that you like correct me if I'm wrong, but R. Kelly was talking about how R. Kelly was talking about how he what were those two women's names? That's the portion that I'm not quite understanding. Like, what were the two women's? Okay, well, whatever. So those were two young girls, and they were talking about, or they were discussing, I guess, they were discussing the matter of him living with them, but they were young. And in that Surviving R. Kelly docu-series that came out, their parents were actually in it, and they were basically saying, hey, you know, hey, you know that like our daughter's been living with him, and then they would come out and they would be making those weird Instagram videos, and they'd be having the weird wigs and shit, and they weren't quite entirely sure, like we don't know what was going on with them. Whatever happened to those girls, and where did they come from, and did anybody can somebody go check on those two girls that was living with R. Kelly? Please, can somebody go check on those two bitches that was living with R. Kelly? I got to know how they doing. Is they all right? Do y'all remember? Yeah, Azriel Clary is the other girl. I know I spelled it wrong. Okay, Jocelyn Savage. That's right. Okay. So there were two girls who were living with R. Kelly at the time. One girl named Jocelyn Savage, the other girl named Azriel Clay. Whatever happened to them? Did we just like lose them, or did we like what the hell? Right? Like, what happened to those two girls, and are they all right? Also, what age did they meet R. Kelly? We might have to go take we might have to go and take a look at Surviving R. Kelly docuseries again. Because there's some stuff in there. See, now that I'm in my investigative hat on, there's some stuff about the documentary that I need to go suss out. Because it's not the two and two ain't adding up. Ezra has a YouTube and had a Patreon and some paywall to hear her story. Did anybody ever catch it? I wonder if anybody ever caught her story. Well, we'll have to look into it. Maybe that could just be something that we can do on like an ongoing basis. Just kind of check in on this woman, see how she's doing. Check on R. Kelly's wife. Didn't he have a wife named Michelle something? Whatever. R. Kelly's life is a mystery. So yeah, R. Kelly, 30 years, racketeering and trafficking. He's probably not getting out anytime soon. He's probably not getting out anytime soon. Mm-mm. And whoever told OJ Simpson to get a TikTok, go ahead and somebody call OJ to the front. OJ, what the fuck is you doing, man? Don't nobody need OJ Simpson. One of my mutuals made a video and stated that nobody needs OJ Simpson making videos on women's rights. That's the last thing we need. If you ask me, I don't think. Here's my opinion. You're not gonna like it. Okay, you're probably not gonna like it, but I don't think OJ did it. Hear me out. Let me get you the details. I don't think OJ Simpson did it. I think his son did. He's got an older son. I think his older son did it. Just watch, listen, you can go down to OJ rabbit hole all you want to. I'm not about to go there with you. I think OJ was protecting his son. I think his son did it. His son hated Nicole. Hated her. And if you can find a reason to hate her even more, ain't nothing like seeing your stepmama who you hate with a young looking server at her house. Now they said that the server went and dropped the glasses off, but it doesn't make sense, right? Ron Goldman. He goes to drop the glasses off. Why are you in the house? Aren't you a server? Just drop the glasses off. You live down, he said, according to him, he lived down the way. He could drop off her glasses. She left him at the restaurant. Why'd you go in the house? Too much. Listen, I think OJ's son did it. I think OJ's son did it, honey. I think OJ's son did it. Okay. So, but again, we do timeout. We don't need OJ Simpson's help on Roe v. Wade. I already gave you guys my opinions on Roe v. Wade. This is a white woman issue. It is. These white women who are out here protesting like Vikings and shit. I don't know why y'all protesting. I don't know why y'all protesting. Your mamas and daddies voted these people in. Just go talk to your mom and dad. You don't actually have to go out and protest. Your mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and aunt, uncle literally voted these people in. That's why they gotta go protest. Just mom, yeah, they took away our, our reproductive rights. Can you just not vote for these pieces of shits anymore? They don't want to admit that. That's the problem with these white women warriors, whatever you want to call them. They don't want to admit that their parents are the problem. Just admit it. We're not dumb. I just can't believe nobody's saying it. People are all shitting on these women for protesting, shitting on these women for making all these cringy videos, shit, whatever, right? But the fact of the matter is, polling is not, we're not blind to polls. Okay? Polling isn't done in some secret layer in the dark. No, polling is done in the broad daylight. It's done in the broad daylight. Not only do we know the demographics who voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and in 2020, we also know the demographics of the people who voted for those Congress people and the House of Representatives members. They happen to be your parents. So while all these white women are scrambling to do their witchcraft or whatever it is they're trying to do in order to summon up some dead witch who's gonna, I don't fucking know. Go call your mother and ask her why she keep voting for people like Donald Trump. Go call your granny. You don't have to be compelling to me. You have to be compelling to the niggas that birthed you who keep voting for these people. Stop trying to confuse us, white woman. You should have never gave niggas books. You should have never gave these niggas books. Because now we know, and we don't care. I don't care. I'm telling you right now, I don't care about white women's outrage on Roe v. Wade. I don't actually give a shit about Roe v. Wade. I care enough about my reproductive rights where I know, okay? Like, I know how my cycle works. I know how all this stuff works. If I get pregnant, I know what to take care of. Tell those white women to call their parents and stop acting fucking crazy on TikTok with your Vikings outfits and your protests. We don't care. Okay? We don't care. We don't care. We don't care that you're out in the streets protesting if Susan is still voting red in November. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. Just fucking call your mom. Is it that hard? And it's so funny too. Before I move on to the next story, they'll do all of this except call their parents. White men and women will be on TikTok lives for hours debating Roe v. Wade. They will be on TikTok live for hours debating abortion. They will spend countless hours editing videos, countless hours organizing, countless hours doing all of this stuff. And all they simply have to do is pick up the phone and tell their parents a thing or fucking two, and they will absolutely refuse to do that because their parents pay their bills, pay for their college, pay for their weddings, pay their rent, buy their cars, buy their emotional support kittens and puppies, pay for their vacations to Cancun and Fiji for all of their 10 friends. They'll do all of this except call a fucking mother on the phone. Give me a fucking break, white women and white men. You liberal white women and white men. Give me a fucking break. Okay? You're not fooling me. And trust me, I got 2 degrees, one in political science. Okay. Before gossip, I'm a scientist. You're not fooling me. All right. Move on to our next story. Fuck these people. Let's move on to the next story. So Travis Baker is he's in the hospital. We're not entirely sure why, but TMZ had reported this morning that he was rushed to the hospital. And there's imagery. I'm not going to obviously show the imagery because I'm not going to show somebody laying on their back running to the hospital, but he's in the hospital. So prayers for Travis Baker. Prayers for Travis Baker. Prayers for Travis Baker. Hope he's all right. Hope smash the like buttons. YouTube, y'all the worst. Y'all the latest niggas and the laziest, but I still love y'all. Y'all the latest and laziest, but we love y'all. But we do. We love you guys. We love you just as much as this next product. This ad is brought to you by Kenya from Style Improve. Style Improve is a patent pending, trademark pending product that is C-shaped sewing needles that are pre-threaded. They come in both large and small. They are designed for hairstylists or for individuals who just really want to put in a sew-in and not have the hassle of having to thread needles constantly. I know y'all foreheads tired of them lace fronts. Let the lace front, let your forehead breathe this summer. Let that forehead breathe, sister. Let it breathe. It can only take so much bold hold and alcohol. Consider getting yourself pre-threaded C-shaped needles so you can put your sew-in back in. I know y'all miss them. I know you miss the sew-ins. I know you do. Well, thank Kenya for this ad and for her product. You can actually check it out in my link tree in the bio. There is a link to her website. Consider it if you're a hairstylist, right? And supporting a small Black business. So shout out to Kenya, shout out to Style Improve and the Quick Sew-In Inc. for this ad. Let's get back to the next story because I want to go and read. Listen, the reason why I'm trying to get to this next story, is because I just about had it when I read it. I had just about had it. I'm so mad with this story. I'm about as mad at this story as I am when y'all niggas show up late. About as mad as this story when y'all show up late. Okay. Let's talk about Kimberly Elise. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And if you don't know who Kimberly Elise is, she actually is a Black actress. She has been in, and I'll pull up her discography so we can talk about the films that she's been in. So I've got to give you guys a rough idea of who she is. Kimberly Elise, you know her from the movie Set It Off, John Q, and the most famous movie that you probably know her from is Tyler Perry's Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You know her, the one with the thick forehead. The one with the thick forehead. That's exactly who she is. You know who we talking about. You know exactly who we talking about. So Kimberly Elise actually posted on her Instagram page, and I want to read it to you, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay, I'm gonna read you the post, and then we're gonna get in. We're gonna just jump right into it because Twitter has had a field day with this bitch today. Thank you very much, Miss Carol. And how are you today? So she posted on her, I believe, her Instagram page, and I'm gonna read the caption to you. She stated, just weird. She posted an image, and it says, "For you formed my inner parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you. For I am fearful and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows you very well." That is a blurb from Psalms 139, 13 through 14. Got it, right? Shout out to Psalms. Shout out to the Holy Bible. Shout out to the Holy Bible. Okay. Kimberly then writes, millions of babies will be saved from death by abortion due to overturning Roe versus Wade. Hallelujah. Hashtag glory be to God. With the hand praising emoji and faux little babies' heads. Faux little emoji babies. Now, I try not to make these live videos political because I could care less. I know I studied politics for the better part of 6 years. I still read the New York Times. I still read, okay, like I still read the Guardian and the Washington Post and the Chicago Tribune. I read those every day. At least I make time to read them every day. And if not, I read them at night. So I try not to make this, and I don't make any of this political because I personally don't give a fuck. Um, this nigga lost her mind. I'm so tired of crazy lunatic Christians. Okay. Somehow weaving their way into the US Constitution. When our framers were heathens. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but our framers didn't actually believe in God at all. None of them did. They thought individuals who practiced as a part of a sect were crazy people. That's what they thought. They thought these people are crazy. But if you don't say something in the name of God, that you'll have a fucking, revolution. Just throw Jesus in there somewhere. That's how our framers thought. You don't got to believe me. Go to your capital and go read the fucking Declaration of Independence yourself. Go. It's free. It's literally free. It's the freest thing you could do in this fucking country. Go read the Declaration of Independence. It's free. They thought religious people were cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs. They didn't even practice religion themselves. Thomas Jefferson created his own religion because he believed he himself was virtuous. He's not one of our framers, but he's in there a little bit, right? He's the editor. He edited the Declaration of Independence. But he thought he was so virtuous, he created his own fucking religion. Then by the time he was getting close to death, he was like, you know what? This God thing is not too bad. Please read his autobiography. His autobiography is comprised of letters that he wrote to his son. He's a terrible person. Thomas Jefferson, terrible human. But he believed the same thing. He's probably one of the only original framers who actually found religion close to his death. But the rest of them didn't. So you have these zealots like Kimberly Elise, and just name a few. I don't care. Just name them. Okay. Hollywood actresses who turn rogue, out here praising and worshiping Roe versus Wade because they're privileged. So I promise you, her uterus doesn't work. That's no shade to her. That's just shade to her uterus. It's no shade to her. It's just shade to her uterus. Okay. She can't have kids 'cause she don't want kids. And if she got kids, they're probably grown. But she comes from privilege, and so she doesn't care. So you have these very dense individuals who come from all this privilege, and they start talking about politics. I don't know why. I don't know where the split comes in. I don't know when people started getting all fanatical about uteruses, but I saw TikTok today and the individual said, the price of coochie has gone up. And I couldn't agree more. So the price that went up. And she couldn't agree more. Listen, I'm sure she's not the only individual who is in the Hollywood area who is a fanatic positive on that. I'm pretty certain that most of these individuals are fanatics. But we don't got time for this. You got crazy white liberal women who just won't talk to their parents about their voting records, and taking storming the streets as Vikings. You got individuals of privilege who have no interest in having children, and all of a sudden now they want to step into the game, into the realm of uh, fighting for the rights of dead clumps of cells. Okay, clumps of cells, not humans, clumps of cells. Um, and so it's just insane. It's insane. It's insane. I'm not entirely sure what's going on or why this is going on, but it brings me to my next commercial break. It brings me to my next commercial break. You gotta weave them in smooth. Okay. I know that sounds crazy, but this ad doesn't. This ad is brought to you by Shauna. Shauna owns a company called She's Brown Like Me. She's Brown Like Me is a series of products that have inspirational imagery and quotes on them, which include posters, lunchboxes, bookmarks, school supplies for the little girls in your life so they can feel inspired. I posted a link to Shauna's website in my link tree. And if you have a little girl in your life, consider getting something from She's Brown Like Me. School's coming soon, sometime in August. So, again, this is all things that are perfect for back to school: lunchboxes, posters, bookmarks, and school supplies. So, thank you again to Shauna. She's brown like me for this ad. And let's just get back to this show. Let's just get back to the show. So, this bitch, I'm just kidding. So this bitch just out here driving us crazy. Just out here posting unnecessary stuff. I don't even want to get into the thought of the imagery of a crazy, psychotic, super vigilant Christian vigilante. Because I don't care. I'm telling you right now, I don't personally care. I don't care. I don't personally care. I could literally care less that she's a nut and that she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Um, but that's what we have. And I'm pretty sure this woman has absolutely zero interest in having children. So again, um her opinions about children and the life of children literally mean nothing to me. So there's that story. So if you just entered into the building, we have been talking about R. Kelly. He got 30 years to life. We got a lot of questions to Sparkle and Aaliyah's parents. We also were discussing what is crazy. Elizabeth. What is her name? Elizabeth Elise. Elizabeth Elise. Whatever her name is, celebrity actress from all those terrible Tyler Perry movies, talking about she's proud that Roe v. Wade was overturned. And then we also talked about Travis Baker being in the hospital. So shout out to him. This is sad. It's always sad news. Can I get some good news for one day? Can we just get like a day of good news? Can we is that too much to ask for? A day of niggas just acting right and we just get good news on the stories across the board? completely? Or um is that like something we just can't get? I don't know. I don't know. I'm at this point, y'all gonna have me stop talking about y'all gonna have me um y'all gonna have me stop talking about black news. Y'all gonna have me stop talking about black news. Would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice, Whitney? You love TikTok? Well, come over here on YouTube. Just saying. Always bad news. Always bad news. The BET Awards, I don't know why, but I'm still seeing news about the BET Awards. Apparently, it was just like a smorgasbord of all kinds of bad stuff. Apparently, we got Ray J eating a cup of noodles, and the one content creator here whose sound got muted being brought to you on the BET Awards through Taraji P. Henson's performance, which is great for them. But then also too, I didn't realize that Mulatto won Best Artist of the Year. Did they forget to tell her? Did they forget to tell her she can't rap? Did they forget? Okay. I don't know if y'all noticed, but her name used to be Mulatto, and people thought her name was a disgusting trope on mixed race children during times of slavery. So she changed it to Big Lotto, and you get her a BET award. She got a BET award because she changed her name from Mulatto to Big Lotto. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some Big Lotto songs that I like, but she don't need a whole BET award. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. This is from Rashida. Hello, Rashida. Rashida said Cora in one of her sessions starting at $750. What's that? It was giving ghetto. What session is that? They do like her, I'm guessing. Okay, Nikki, head over to YouTube. I'm doing the same thing. Nosy Bystanders, if you're looking for me. So YouTube is Nosy Bystanders. What's the update on the Jakes? Good question. It's on her IG. $750 for what kind of session? I don't understand. Can someone break that down for me? Cora Jakes is charging $750 for what session? What is it? Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to go and look. Stand by while I pull up Instagram. Hold on, you guys. Okay, hold on. I got to pull it up. It takes me a minute. Okay. Okay. Not spiritual advisor. Ooh, honey. The ghetto. I don't see anything like that. Oh, here it is. It says one-on-one just starts July 1st. Mentoring with Cora, 8 weeks, forgetting your fears, fueling your faith, inner healing, navigating your goals, identifying purpose, virtual sessions, and more. Starting at $750, 10 spots available. Call me Cora at gmail.com. Hi, New Jersey mom. My page was suspended. I'm just shook at it. I'm just shook. Who is she mentoring? I'm confused. Who exactly would Cora Jake's mentor? Let me read that again. Okay, because maybe I'm misreading it. It says 8 weeks, including Costs include, I'm sorry, forgetting your fears. What is that? I give you 750. You help me forget my fears. I give you 750. For fueling my faith. Why can't I be faithful for free? I give you 750. Inner healing. It didn't even tell you what kind of inner healing. Is it metaphysical or physical? Is that like a detox? I give you 750. Navigating my goals. What if I don't have any? What if I don't want any? I give you 750. It's for identifying purpose. Do you help me identify the purpose, or do I help myself identify the purpose? Who wrote this? Who wrote this for her? They should have not done that. 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 Let me tell you this much about Cora. Well, let me get to our next ad. That would be the most appropriate thing to do. Just before I give you my 2 cents and we head out of here, let me give you my last ad. So this ad is brought to you by the Lioness Queen and on behalf of her niece, Tori. Tori is a teenager living with cystic fibrosis, a genetic respiratory and digestive disorder, anxiety, and depression. As a child, her mother tried to build in her the self-esteem by introducing Tori to the concept of affirmations. Tori's mom explained that the affirmations she gave her and what it meant in Tori's life. One day, Tori's mom actually came home and saw her writing something on her arm. Tori wrote, "Goodbye forever, cystic fibrosis, no more disease, no more goodbye." And from the beginning, this is actually the beginning of Tori's writings and her publishing her own book of affirmations called I Am Victorious. You can actually check out her book in my link tree. Just click the link. The book is $10. If you don't need the book of affirmations, buy a copy and send them to Cora. Because this week gonna be rough for her. Shout out to the Lioness Queen and her niece Tori for sponsoring this ad. Thank you very much. Now let me make sure I'm reading this. You know what? Let me just give you my last 2 final cents on this Cora Jake's whole saga. Cora is a bad faith actor. Cora is a loose cannon. Cora Jakes should not be in the vicinity of giving anybody advice. That includes herself. And Cora Jakes should give these women their children back. That's what I believe. I'll tell you this much right now. Cora Jakes absolutely 100% unequivocally hates children. She has an affinity for infants. There's a difference. She has an affinity for infants, not children. Okay. Cora absolutely 100% unequivocally hates children. There's no allegedly there, honey. She hates them. And she is just a bad faith actor, and she shouldn't be in the vicinity of children. She's a monster. She's a monster. She's a disgusting monster. And I promise you, when all of this is said and done, no one will ever trust Cora with another child ever again. No one will. Not even to gently look at the baby while they're going to take a pee. Okay. Not even to hand a spoon so the mom could feed the baby. Cora won't be near any more children ever after this. And not because she's going to be in jail. No, not because of that, but because Cora won't ever be trusted around children ever again. Mark my words. Okay. So check us out, the Nosy Bystanders, on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. Send us all of your tips and or tricks, whatever you got, send it to us. We also have a Nosy Bystander tip line. You can call us on this phone. Yes, it is a home phone. Argue with your mamas on that. We have our show every single day at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We do the late show sometimes late at night. Today we're going to probably watch a hood movie because I'm in the mood for it. Thank you for all the nosy bystanders who joined us for our live show. I really appreciate that. We'll be back tomorrow night. And yes, you guys, I caught the glitch. There's something going on with TikTok, but give it a moment, okay? My account just got unbanned. All right, so ride it out with me. Thank you again to all of the nosy bystanders, and I will see you guys later, okay? All right, bye-bye.